Hi everyone! Ako pala ang tagapag-ulat sa araw na ito. So bago natin sisimulan ng ating talakayan, meron akong inihandang paganyak. Ang paganyak na aking inihanda ay Daisyrie Cultural Bingo. So tinawag ko itong Daisyrie Cultural Bingo dahil alam naman natin na sa loob tayo ng isang video presentation, hindi ko kayo matanong isa-isa. Kaya pumili na lang ako ng mga iilang katanungan dito sa loob ng Cultural Bingo dahil alam kong makukuha nyo rin kung ano nga ba talaga ang tatalakayin natin sa araw na ito. So simulan na natin.
Speaks more than one language.
Filipino and English.
Has a friend from a different country.
Yes, I have a friend from Japan.
Knows how to cook a traditional dish from their culture.
I can cook adobo and sinigang.
Celebrates more than one cultural holiday.
Oh, I celebrate Christmas and also Chinese New Year.
Can say hello in at least 3 languages.
Hello in English, kamusta in Filipino, hola in Spanish.
Knows a traditional dance.
Of course, tinikling and karinyosa.
Participates in a community event that promotes diversity.
I joined a multicultural festival in our city. Okay, that's it. So, alam nyo na ba kung ano ba talaga ang tatalakayin natin sa araw na ito? Sa tingin ko ay alam nyo na. Ano ang inyong sagot? Tama, ito ay multicultural and global literacy. Ang galing nyo naman. So ngayon, sisimulan na nating talakayin kung ano ba talaga ang multicultural and global literacy. Hi everyone! Today, we will be discussing about the multicultural and global literacy empowering the 21st century citizen. But before that, let me introduce myself to you. My name is Daisyrie Tirambulo from 3BS Ed Filipino. So let's dive into our discussion. What is multicultural literacy? So according to Banks 1996, the ability to recognize the creators of knowledge and their interests. So multicultural literacy refers to the ability to recognize who creates knowledge and what their motivations are. So this helps not to understand how knowledge is influenced by cultural and social factors. So by questioning the origins of knowledge, students can gain a more comprehensive understanding of diverse cultures and perspectives. So viewing knowledge from diverse ethnic and cultural perspective. So it encourages students to understand that knowledge isn't one size fits all. So hindi iisa ang pinagmumulan at pwede ring iba-iba ang pananaw depende sa kultura. According to Boo 2008, using knowledge to create a humane and just world. So, multicultural literacy doesn't just focus on academic knowledge. So, it encourages students to use that knowledge to act with empathy and social justice, ensuring they advocate for fairness and equality in their communities. Promote awareness of discrimination and oppression. So it challenges students to recognize and address that biases and injustices that exist in society, especially those directed at marginalized ethnic groups. So next is focus on social justice, diversity, and equity. So dito ang layunin nitong gawing mas pantay ang lipunan sa pamamagitan ng pagtuturo ng respeto at pagtanggap sa lahat ng kultura. Ngayon, dadako naman tayo sa importance of multicultural literacy. So first is fosters cultural awareness and empathy. So By understanding different cultures, no, student can develop empathy for people from diverse backgrounds. So this awareness, no, helps break down stereotypes and encourages positive relationships across culture. Next is prepare student for a globalized world. So in today's interconnected world, no, students must be prepared to interact with people from different cultures and backgrounds. So multicultural literacy equips them with necessary tools to navigate this interaction with respect and understanding. Next is encourages social justice and advocacy. So students learn the importance of advocating for social change, ensuring that they use their knowledge to support equality and justice for all groups. So partic- particularly, no, those that are underrepresented or oppressed. So next is promote critical thinking about cultural assumption. So multicultural literacy, no, encourage students to question stereotypes and assumptions they may have about other cultures. So it teaches them to look beyond the surface and engage in deeper or more meaningful dialogues about culture. Lastly, the encourages the development of 21st century skills in students. So in addition, no, to cultural knowledge, students also develop key skills such as critical thinking, collaborations, and communication, which are essential for success in today's global workforce. Okay, now let's proceed to goals of education for multicultural literacy. First is develop attitudes and skills for active citizenship. So this goals, no, is for students to become informed, responsible citizens who are actively engaged in their communities, particularly in issues related to diversity and equity. Next is prepare students for diverse, multicultural classroom. So as classroom become more diverse, no, it's crucial that students are equipped to work with classmates from various backgrounds, respecting and learning from each other, of course. So next no is empower students to become advocates for multiculturalism. So beyond just learning about other cultures, no, students should be inspired to stand up for multiculturalism, promoting respect and equality for all cultural groups. Lastly, support the creation of inclusive, tolerant, and respectful environment in school. So the classroom should be a space where every student feels safe, valued, and included. So multicultural literacy, no, ensures that these values are embedded in the school culture. Okay, now so let's proceed to multicultural literacy, a foundation for social change. Multicultural literacy is more than a theoretical concept. It's a tool for active change. It promotes understanding, empathy, and social justice by encouraging people to look at the world from multiple perspectives. According to Banks 1996, multicultural literacy equips students and educators to recognize biases in existing knowledge. This means being aware of how historical narratives and perspectives are often told from a limited point of view, usually by dominant groups, while overlooking the stories and experiences of marginalized communities. According to Booth 2008, emphasizes that learning from various cultural perspectives allow individuals to question stereotypes and assumptions. For example, history classes often focus on achievements of Western cultures, leaving out significant contribution of other civilizations. By including diverse voices in the curriculum, such as indigenous knowledge, African American history, and Asian contribution, educators can give students a broader and more balanced understanding of the world. Okay, for practical example, representation in the classroom. Teacher can use diverse materials book written by authors from various cultural backgrounds or history lesson that highlights the contribution of all ethnicities. Second is promoting inclusivity. For instance, recognizing holidays and cultural practices from different backgrounds in school activities can help students feel seen and valued. And also, the ultimate goal is to equip students with critical thinking skills that allows them to navigate a multicultural society. It's not just about tolerance, but about genuine understanding and appreciation. This empowers students to challenge unfair practice, embrace diversity, and develop empathy for others. So how can we change our classroom to reflect this multicultural reality? So this is a crucial question for all educators, no? We can do small changes such as including diverse authors or hosting cultural exchange activities can help to create an inclusive environment that reflects the diverse world that we live in. So these small steps, no, have a ripple effect that preparing students to become agents of change in their own communities. Let's proceed to what is global literacy. According to Guru 2014, awareness and action on issue of globalization, racism, diversity, and social justice. So, global literacy now goes beyond understanding one's own culture. It involves being aware of global issues such as globalization, racism, and social justice. It also emphasizes the need to take action on this issue for the betterment of humanity and the planet. um, Emphasizes human impact on the planet and humanity. So, students now must understand how decision made in one part of the world can affect people, the environment, and also the ecosystem globally. Next is encourages positive global and local action. So, global literacy empowers students to take action, whether that is a local level, for example, community service, or a global level, supporting international human rights initiatives. So, next is aims to empower students to make informed decisions that affect the world. So, the ultimate goal is for students to be able to think critically about global challenges and make informed decisions that contribute positively to society and the world. Now let's proceed to characteristic of global citizen according to Ontario Ministry of Education 2015. First is respect for all humans regardless of race, gender, religion, or political views. So, a global citizen, no, is someone who believes in the dignity and equality of all people no matter their background or beliefs. Second is respect for diversity, embracing different perspectives. So, global citizens now appreciate that there is no single correct way of thinking or living the value the perspective and contribution of all people from different culture. Next is promoting sustainable living, patterns of consumption, and production. So this involves now making choices that do not harm the environment and ensuring that resources are available for future generations. Lastly, appreciation of nature, respect for the rights of all living things. So global citizens now understand that all life is interconnected and human action should respect the rights and well-being of all creations on the planet. Next is interconnected, multicultural, and global literacy. Common thread is embracing diversity in all its form cultural, racial, and religious. So both multicultural and global literacy now emphasize understanding and respecting diversity, while multicultural literacy focuses on ethnic and cultural differences. Global literacy extends this to include understanding how our action affected people and the world on a broader scale. All students share the common experiences of education despite their cultural differences, and also both literacy helps students understand different perspectives, fostering respect and global citizenship. So, education now should teach students that acknowledging and respecting other cultures no, is not just a local or national issue, but a global one. So, it helps students see the bigger picture and understand the importance of fostering respect and empathy for people from all around the world. Okay, now let's dive into teaching strategies for multicultural and global literacy. First, no, integrate diverse cultural contexts into lessons and activities. First, use materials, texts, and discussions that reflects a variety of cultural perspective. This could mean teaching about different holidays, cultural norms, historical events from multiple viewpoints, and so forth. Next is encourage critical thinking about cultural assumption and stereotypes. So, now this create a safe space for students to discuss cultural differences and challenge common misconceptions or stereotypes. Next is teach respect for different cultures and values. So, now this incorporate lessons that emphasize cultural appreciation and respect. So, this helps students know to see cultural differences as assets rather than a barriers. Next is promote global citizenship and social justice through collaborative projects and discussion. Like organized group activities where students work together on projects related to global or local issues, for example, environmental sustainability or human rights. So, this could help students know to understand the importance of acting for the common good. For example, classroom activities, cultural immersion projects, students can research different culture practices, tradition, or historical figures and present them to the class. This allow no to gain deeper understanding of cultural diversity and share it with the peers. Also, hold debates on global issues such as climate change, immigration, or racial inequality. So this helps students know to develop the ability to think critically, engage with diverse viewpoints, and understand the complexity of global problems. Okay, let's proceed to the role of global literacy in today's world. The role of global literacy in today's world, while multicultural literacy focuses on diversity within societies, global literacy expands this to a worldwide perspective. It's about understanding global challenges such as climate change, inequality, and human rights, and knowing how individual action affects the world. According to Guru 2014, emphasizes that awareness and action are essential for global literacy. Simply knowing about global issues isn't enough. Students must be empowered to act and create positive changes. For example, discussion on climate change should be beyond facts and figures. Students should be encouraged to take action, such as reducing waste or supporting local environmental initiatives. So, likewise, when talking about human rights, educators can encourage students to participate in community service projects that address these issues. Like what I've said earlier, the Ontario Ministry of Education 2015, it outlines what it means to be a global citizen. First is to respect all humans regardless of race, gender, or religion. Second is embrace diversity by understanding different cultures and perspectives. Third is promote sustainability through responsible consumptions and environmental care. And lastly, appreciate nature and protect the rights of all living things. And for the conclusion, multicultural and global literacy are essential in preparing students to be empathetic, informed, and active global citizens. Teachers play a crucial role in fostering these skills and values within their students. So, multicultural and global literacy are both essential in preparing students to thrive in interconnected, diverse world. So teacher plays an important role in guiding students to develop these skills, ensuring that they become empathetic, informed, and active global citizens who are ready to take on the challenges on the 21st century. And I believe that teachers are the architects of this change, guiding students to become not just learners but advocates for a more just and equitable world. Each lesson that promotes inclusivity and global awareness is a step toward shaping a future driven by empathy, respect, and shared responsibility. Together, let us build a generation that honors diversity, nurtures global connections, and takes bold steps to create a world where every voice is heard, every culture is valued and every individual has the power to make a difference. Thank you. That's all for my discussion. Thank you for learning about multicultural and global literacy with me. Thank you.